He's a cool cat.
He's super cool. I was looking to do, I love the New York City Public Library, and Keanu had come up with the idea that he's got his safe book or safe bag there where he needs to get out of town. And when we scouted the New York Public Library, it was very small. And we thought the best way to do it was have the biggest stunt person we could find fight him. And that would be a great way to open the movie. And we thought back to Jaws and Bond and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Game of Death with Bruce Lee, and we wanted something like that. We couldn't find anybody in the stunt world above 6'6", 6'7", and our producer, Bal Zionic, was a huge basketball fan, and he had seen Boban when he was on the Clippers, and I had seen all his little commercials, and I thought he was very entertaining and had a great look. So we asked him to fly into New York, and we put him with the stunt team for about 2-3 weeks, and then introduced him to Keanu. Keanu's fought a sumo wrestler in the last movie. This one, we've got Boban, and we've got Chep and Yeon, which are both 5'2" from the Raid. And I just think it's fun to choreograph. We have different physical attributes with the different assassins.
Yeah, and Boban really committed to the training. I mean, he was really interested in it. He's an athlete, so, you know, he's definitely, you know, physical and knows his body. And, yeah, he was great. And, you know, great reactions, great timing. And he had a lot of fun and a really good kind of spirit of going in, like, let's do it. I think after 4 hours or 5 hours of fighting, I think he was just like, wow, okay.
This is the real deal.
This is interesting.
It's not like a basketball game.
It's like, okay, we're still fighting. And he was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, he didn't get a stunt double.
Yeah.
So that was all him.
Yeah, he was awesome. We wanted to take John Wick action and put it in different places, and one of those was the motorcycle. So that one was a mix of real motorcycles and riding, and then technically some stage work.
I think we crashed 6 motorcycles on them. We had 6 go down. That was all good. But it was meant to be a sleight of hand. So there's all real people, all real crashes. We did quite a bit on the Verrazano Bridge in New York, which is the longest suspension bridge in the United States. Keanu doing some riding on the streets, and then, you know, our stunt team and our choreography team doing some stage work on motion-based motorcycles with the actual swords.
When I take the costume off and I get out of the role, I start thinking about the next day's work and reflect upon this day's work, and I get out of the role and into a tub of really cold water.
Ice bath.
Yeah.
And then maybe some hot water, and then sometimes I just jump into a cold shower afterwards. Then eat a lot of food, keep thinking about next day's work, reflecting on the day's work, and try and get 8 hours of sleep. It was really nice. It felt very much more on the coming home side. I literally wore the same suit from chapter 2. So it was a really, and I keep the ring in the watch, so I have that with me in my home, so that's always around. So when I put the ring on, the watch on, put the suit on, yeah, it starts to awaken everything. You know, you do the internal work, and then when you put that on, you're ready.